Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It is your boy El Capitan Silverback, Cameron Roget, coming to you live from the MMA Game Studios. And today we have another episode. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about UFC Fight Night, Machado Garry against Prates, taking place in Kansas City. Should be a good one because there's actually a lot of good fights on this card. But as you know, before we get into it, I do have to introduce you guys to my fellow circus freak, my dude, Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
Yo, my guy, my gunner, my freak. What's up, El Capitan Silverback, Cameron Roget, ladies and gentlemen. We are blessed to be back at it again and be in the... Oh, you're doing 10. My bad. I was wondering what that was. I was wondering what that was. I was like, wait a second. To be blessed, we are back in the studio and talking about another fight night. Yes, we are, brother. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, we had a week off. So
we did have a week off. It was nice. Got to celebrate Easter with the fam bam. Hope everybody else got a chance to do that. But now we're here on an Easter Monday, ready to get back into it. So, Cariss, before we get into the episode about these amazing fights with this upcoming fight night in Kansas City, is there anything new that has popped off from the UFC?
See, I'm just, my bad. I started it, and all of a sudden it got contagious over here. And yes, we'll get into something good because we have a couple announcements.
All right.
For UFC 316. Yes, we do. We're going to have Chito Marlon Vera versus Mario Batista.
Ooh, okay.
That one got announced, right?
Okay.
We got 4 announcements here. We have Johnny Animal Style Walker versus Mirzakhanov in the light heavyweight division.
All right. Good luck, Johnny.
In the flyweight division, we're going to have Jonathan Van versus... I think his name's, I forget his first name on this one. It always says Silva. There's always these Brazilians. I always forget the name. It's Silva. I think he's another fighting nerd.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but that's going to be an announcement. My bad. I should know this type of stuff. And then we're going to have this fight got canceled a little while back because Joe Pyfer got sick down in Mexico.
Okay.
And we got Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer for the middleweight fight on June 7th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some
Where's
good
that gonna
fights
be?
tuned
Where's
up.
that
All
gonna
right.
be? Of course, it doesn't tell me right in front of me. Oh, there we go. There's our fights.
Okay.
We got some announcements.
What card is that on again?
UFC 316.
316. 316. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Wow. So we have a lineup of 4 fights on UFC 316.
Yep.
That should be some juiciness. I think we're all just kind of waiting to see what happens with that. What is it? 170 division?
Yes, on May 10th.
I think that's what everybody's just kind of waiting because that's going to dictate a lot. It's going to dictate what happens with Islam. It's going to dictate what happens with Ilya, and it's also going to dictate what happens with the 2 guys who were waiting to fight, which is Jack Della and Bilal Muhammad. So a lot of waiting, Hopefully we get some answers soon. I think we're all just kind of counting down till that happens.
That's it.
All right. So with that being said, UFC Fight Night, guys, we're going to dive straight in and we're going to talk about these prelims. These prelims, guys, it gets juicy. So as you know, we're going to pick from a hat for you guys, fans, us, and then we are going to hopefully pick some winners. Do we have some stats on that, though? Who won the last one? Let's talk about that. Who won the last one?
We're talking about UFC 314, right? We had, for the fans on this one, they had Mudarji on that one. You had Miller, and I had a Jan. I know that Jan lost, unfortunately, I believe. I know mine lost. I think yours actually won.
They had Sumer Radarji?
Yes.
Yeah, so he won by split decision.
There you go.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who did you have?
I had Jan.
You had
Jan Shannon. Yeah, and she lost to Jean Diroba because Jean Diroba used her jiu-jitsu and decided to win the fight, which was smart of her. That's kind of how I said it was going to happen. She's going to take this to the ground, and that's how she's going to win.
And then I had Jim Miller, who lost, unfortunately, unanimous decision. Yeah.
Who?
So not going well for us. You guys killed it.
Well done. Congratulations.
So let's see if you guys can keep that streak alive. All right, in the women's bantamweight division, we have Chelsea Chandler against Jocelyn Edwards. Okay. Right after that, in the men's featherweight division, we have Timmy Kumba against Roberto Romero, men's featherweights. Women's strawweight division, we have Pauliana Viana against Jacqueline Amorim. Should be a good one. After that, we have Cam's pick for fight of the night on the prelims. We have Malcolm Wellmaker against Cameron Simon in the men's bantamweight division. Of course, you guys already know I'm going with Cam. Yes, we do have the same name. That is not why I am picking him. I think he's a great fighter. That's why. Okay. After that, in the men's bantamweight division, we have Damon Blackshear against, Atalagelihi. All right. That's going to be in the men's bantamweight division. After that, we have Chris Gutierrez against John Castaneda in the men's featherweight division.
That should be a good little scrap.
Should be a good one. This one, to me, I think this one's going to be really, really good, actually. In the co-main event, guys, in the men's lightweight division, we have Evan Elder against Gage Young. I think it's going to be a good one. Personally, if I didn't go with Cam, this fight would probably be my pick for fight of the night. But I'm going with Cam because that boy, Malcolm, is undefeated.
And Young's coming off of the Dana White Contender Series. This is his first fight within UFC, so he's got something to prove. That's always fun to watch.
And then, guys, in your main event on the prelims, right, we have Matt Schnell against Jimmy Flick, right, in the men's flyweight division. So, again, good fights to start off the card here in Kansas City. We'll pick from a hot.
Who do you think should get that one done? Matt Schnell or Jimmy Flick? I'm thinking Matt Schnell should get that one done. But you never know because Jimmy's a little scrapper. You never know.
It's a tough one.
I know.
It is a tough one. They're both coming off losses to, you know what? I'll make it interesting. I'll go Jimmy Flick.
Okay.
Jimmy Flick. All right. I'll go first. Fans, this one is going to be for Drew. For Drew. This one is going to be, oh, wow, guys. You got a good one. Viana.
Oh.
Viana.
Okay.
Got you guys a good one.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of her, so hopefully she can get it done. I'll go for me. Mary. Amorim. Wow, we're going against each other, guys. Oh, man.
Amorim.
Make that one juicy.
What I get? Bam. Castaneda.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
Castaneda,
he's going against
Chris
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Give you guys just a little bit of info on these two competitors. Chris Gutierrez comes in with a 21-6-2 record. John comes in with a 21-7 record. Unfortunately, Cariss, your boy, is coming off a loss, while Chris is coming off a win. Unanimous decision for both of those. Chris is actually, they're both the same age, 33 years old. 33
if you were to ask my opinion on this, I would most likely go with Chris Gutierrez as the favorites. I don't know who the favorite is, but I would assume it's Chris Gutierrez in this situation.
Yeah. Should be good, though. Should be good. So make sure you guys tune into those.
Do you want to go over your stats over Amorim?
Amorim. Okay, yeah, we can do that for sure. I don't know why I didn't. All right, so Jacqueline Amorim comes in with a 9-1 record. She's also on a 3-fight winning streak. Poliana Viana comes in with a 13-7 record.
Okay.
Their previous fights, a win by submission for my girl Jacqueline against Demopolis, and then Jillian Robertson actually beat Poliana Viana. Jacqueline comes in at 29 years old. Poliana comes in at 32 years old.
I think the Jacqueline Amorim, I think that fight against Dinopolis, that one was questionable because Dinopolis was complaining that she was holding onto her gloves while she was trying to submit her. I think that was that one. That's not good.
But they're both coming. I mean, it's a win and a loss. Yep. I think I just like Paulie. I like her so much. But it's all good. Amorim, I got your back on this.
It's picked from the hat. It's just luck from the hat. Whatever it is, what it is.
So now we move into the main card. The main card. Guys, I am a hot mess today. We move in, maybe it's all the sugar from all the candy I ate yesterday.
I don't know what it
but
is.
we are moving into the main card for your Kansas City fight.
Got 6 fights on this one.
Here we go. First fight, guys, in the men's middleweight division, we have Andre Muniz against Ikram Aliskerov, also known as Sticky Icky.
Hey, in the middleweight division of 185 pounds from Russia. Look at him, Sticky Icky. Ikram Aliskerov is he's the favorite in this fight at -650. Yeah, he's supposed to win this fight. Interesting. He's 32 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is Sambo. He does have 17 professional fights with 15 victories and 2 defeats, 6 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission. He's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 6, where he's got 3 UFC fights, 2 victories, and 1 defeat. Unfortunately, that 1 defeat was his last fight against the Reaper, Robert Whitaker, where unfortunately the Reaper knocked him out back in June of 2024. From Brazil, we're going to have Andre Sergipano. Muniz is the underdog in this fight at plus 470. So if you're looking to win a quick little buck here, bet on this one because Muniz is not out of this fight. Just letting you guys know, he's not easy to take out. He is 34 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 30 professional fights, 24 victories, 6 defeats, 4 wins by KO, 15 wins by submission. That's where I think he might get this done, if he's going to get this done, because he's insane on the ground. He's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Brazil and Season 3, where he's got 8 UFC fights, 6 victories, 2 defeats. Coming off a split decision victory over the Iron Turtle, Junyoung Park, back in December of 2023. So he's had over a year off. So maybe that's why the odds are swayed toward Sticky Icky.
Maybe.
I'm pulling for Sticky Icky on this one. But just to let you guys know, don't be surprised if Muniz pulls off a submission somehow, some way, because he is good on the ground.
I'll go Sticky Icky as well.
Okay.
I don't think he has nothing to worry about.
No, but just
To
keep
be
a
honest.
disclaimer. It's true. It's true.
Next fight after that, guys, in the men's welterweight division. This should be a good one, too. We have Randy Brown against Nicolas Dalby.
You know you want to say a rude boy's name, Brown. You know you do. Who are you pulling for? I'm going to ask you right now. Or are you going to make me wait?
You know what? I'm going to go against everybody.
I know you are.
I'm going Nicolas Dalby.
I knew you were. I knew you were. And I'm shocked on this one, actually, because a rude boy in the welterweight division of 170 pounds from Jamaica, Randy Rude Boy Brown is the favorite. Yes, the favorite in this fight at negative 238, and you're going against him for the first time. Interesting. He is 34 years old, stands at 6'3", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 25 professional fights, 19 victories, 6 defeats, 7 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission. He's got 19 UFC fights, 13 victories, 6 defeats, coming off of a split decision defeat over Brian Battle back in December of 2024. That's key, by the way, in that one. From Denmark, you're going to have the Danish Dynamite. Nicolas Dalby is the underdog in this fight at plus 195. He is 40 years old. Yeah, when I wrote that down, I was a little surprised. I was like,
Shocked.
wait, I didn't know you were.
I didn't realize that.
Me neither. Especially after his last 2 fights that we've watched him. Like, wow. 40 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 29 professional fights, 23 victories, 5 defeats, 1 draw, 7 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission, 13 UFC fights, 7 victories, 4 defeats, 1 no contest, 1 draw, coming off a split decision defeat to Renat Fakhretdinov back in June of 2020. Yeah, we like him too. So not surprised. I'm gonna back you on this one, bro. I'm gonna go with the Danish Dynamite.
Yeah, this live
Nicolas
life on the wild
Dalby.
side.
Yeah. This is our Viking. This is our dude that we just know he's got something inside of him that most people don't.
Not that dog.
Definitely doesn't. Rude boy don't have that. Sorry. That's why I'm going with the Danish.
He had a
Dynamite.
good fight against Brian Battle, but I mean, Brian Battle is just a piece of fucking work. That guy. And we like him too. So good. I'm glad we're on the same page there. That's 2 fights, 2 in a row. Here we go. On the third fight, guys, we have in the men's middleweight division, Michel Pereira against Abus Magomedov. And guess what, guys? I'm going
Pereira
with
Abus
Abus Magomedov. Fuck no, I'm not, guys. Come on, I'm going Michel Pereira. Come on. Cariss, what the fuck?
I was waiting, like, wait, are you real? Like, are you really?
Of course not. Michel Pereira gets this done. He better fucking get it done.
And quickly. Because in the middleweight division of 185 pounds, we're going to go with the underdog in this fight from Germany. Abus Magomedov is the underdog at plus 130. He's 34 years old, since he's 6'2", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have 34 professional fights. Respect, 27 victories, 6 defeats, 1 draw, 14 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission, 5 UFC fights, 3 victories, 2 defeats, coming off a submission victory over Bruno Ferreira back in October of 2024. I had Bruno in that fight, thinking I was going to knock him out, but Abus pulled that one off. Not a surprise. From Brazil, you're going to have UFC's number 14th ranked middleweight in the world, Michel Demolidor Pereira is the favorite in this fight at negative 155. He is 31 years old, stands at 6'1". His fighting style is a striker. He's got 43 professional fights. Respect. 31 victories, 12 defeats, 11 wins by KO, 9 wins by submission, 12 UFC fights, 9 victories, 3 defeats, coming off of TKO defeat to Anthony Fluffy Hernandez back in October of 2024. That ended an 8-fight win streak that he was on. Yes, that ended an 8-fight win streak. So he is upset about that 8-fight win streak loss, and he is going to kill, murder, Red Rum Abus Magomedov. He's going to win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something surprising.
Something fun.
Something crazy.
Jump
Michel,
off the cage or something.
Something. I can see Benson Henderson.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I jump on the cage.
I don't know why. I just feel like he needs something to spark him again.
Yes.
And usually when he needs something to spark, that spark ends up getting the dub.
Yes, that was Anthony Pettis doing it to Benson Henderson.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. Just making sure, just in case those that didn't know. Yeah, it's all good. You're
maybe because I just remember the hair.
Going on. You're just getting ready for jiu-jitsu. I know. Your mind's somewhere else. It's okay. Getting ready to smash somebody tonight. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
It's probably going to be me.
That is the plan.
It's probably going to be me. See this smirk? See this?
Or it gets smashed. Who knows?
It's not going to be by me.
Wearing that Connor shirt tonight, though.
It's not going to be by me. Most likely be by Andy.
Yeah.
Go with Eli today. He'll put it on you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Back to it.
In the men's featherweight division, we have Giga Chikadze against David Onama.
I'll wait for you to say
Nah,
this
my pick on this one, guys. I'm going with David Onama, guys. Come on. I've never been on Giga's fucking train. I think he's okay. He's a good fighter, but I've never been.
He's got some good qualities
on Giga.
He's got some good kicks.
David's a fucking problem, and when you read his stats and you tell him the fight streak that he's on, you'll see why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the featherweight division of 145 pounds from Georgia, UFC's number 12th ranked featherweight in the world, Giga Ninja Chikadze is the underdog in this fight at plus 150. He is 36 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is karate. He's got 19 professional fights, 15 victories, 4 defeats, 9 wins by KO, 1 win by submission. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 2, where he's got 10 UFC fights, 8 victories, 2 defeats. Coming off a decision defeat to Arnold Almighty Allen back in July of 2024. Bless you. No surprise there. It's part of my reason why I'm not choosing Giga Chikadze on this one. From Uganda, we're going to have David Onama is the favorite of this fight at negative 150. 180. He is 30 years old, stands at 5'11". His fighting style is a striker. He's got 15 professional fights, 13 victories, 2 defeats, 7 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission. He's got 7 UFC fights, 5 victories, 2 defeats. He's currently on a 3-fight win streak. Coming off a decision victory over Roberto Romero back in November of 2024, David Onama is going to win.
100%. 100%. Man, we are right up a line. Yeah, here's the thing, though. We're going to be right up a line
until the end. Until the end. We already know that.
Because in the men's light heavyweight division, we have Zhang Mingyang against Anthony Lionheart Smith. No, I said it like this because I think this is going to be Smith's last fight, and I think Smith is going to actually win this fight. I hope. I'm going Smith. Going Smith.
All right, I'll wait till the end. Stop. From China.
If it's his last fight, you don't want him to win?
Excuse me. Yes, I want him to win.
Right.
Yes, I want him to win.
This is his last fight.
Of course I want him to win. That's why I'm going with him second on here and using the challenger.
It's his last fight.
This one.
It's his last fight. I'm going Anthony Smith.
Lionheart.
But.
It's a retirement fight.
But we both know who might win this fight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there it is.
The guy who's the favorite in this fight?
Anthony Smith.
I got a little tear on that one. Yeah.
You crying for
I'm laughing.
You crying for Anthony Smith?
No, I'm laughing.
It ain't going to be that bad, Cariss. You be all right.
Because you got me.
You be all right.
You got me good on that one. The light heavyweight division of 205 pounds. We're going to have a retirement fight. Yeah, buddy. Because we're going to go with the challenger on this one from China. Zhang the Mountain Tiger. Mingyang is the favorite in this fight at negative 500. You understand why I'm laughing a little bit more when I say shit like this. Yeah. He's 26 years old, stands at 6 foot 2, and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 24 professional fights, 18 victories, 6 defeats, 12 wins by KO. Soon to be 13. 6 wins by submission. He's got 2 UFC fights, 2 victories. Coming off a TKO victory over Ozzy Diaz back in November of 2024. Yes, out of respect from USA, UFC's number 15th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Anthony Lionheart Smith is going to retire as the underdog at plus 380. He is 36 years old, stands at 6 foot 4, and his fighting style is freestyle. He's a big dude. 6 foot 14.
He's a fucking big dude.
He's got 59 professional fights. This is 60. Congratulations, my guy. He's got 38 victories, 21 defeats, 19 wins by KO, 15 wins by submission. He's got 24 UFC fights, 13 victories, 11 defeats. He's currently on a 2-fight skid.
Fuck.
Retire. Coming off a TKO defeat. Yes, this is a good one, though, because Dominic Reyes back in December of 2024.
Yeah, sure. He helped Dominic.
We did. Got some honorable mentions, to be fair. Coming off of a Hector Lombard win. Remember that fight with Hector Lombard when he says, yeah, what's my name? What's my name?
Forgot about
What's
that.
my name now, Hector? Yep.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, he won that fight. Thiago Santos. Yeah. Rashad Evans, winner. Mauricio Hua, Volkan Ozdemir. John Jones, title fight. He could have taken the win in that fight. Just to remind everybody, he got kneed in the face while he was on the ground, and it got stopped immediately. Immediately. And they all knew if he would have just said, I can't fight anymore, he gets the title.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. Respect. Give him that, right? Alexander Gustafsson. Yeah. Glover Teixeira. Alexander Rakic. Ryan Spann, ×2. Khalil Roundtree. Vitor Petrino, who is supposed to lose to 3 fights ago.
Upset. I remember that was
major upset. That's the
why
whole.
it could happen again.
Yeah,
it could happen again.
It could happen
See
again.
how excited I got?
Yeah, it could happen again. That's why he was. That's why he's had these last 3 fights now because of that win against Vitor Petrino.
I think he
right?
gets it done.
Right?
Dude.
2 more after that. Roman Dolidze, and then obviously now his final fight.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Anthony, bro. I hope he wins. I'm
just gonna say Anthony Lionheart Smith. Let's pick him just because we all know disclaimer. Plus 500.
I'd bet at least $60 on him.
Why not?
Fuck it.
Why not?
Because if that hits, boy.
Excuse me, negative 500. I said plus negative 500.
If that hits, boy.
Winner.
You know, I'm gonna do that bet.
Retirement.
I'm doing that bet.
Retirement fund.
I'll be in Texas, so I
you win. Can.
Fuck it.
Can.
Yo, why not? Fuck it. All right, in the main event. Now this is where it gets juicy. The main event. I think for me, guys, this fight is a fight that I want to see. And when they announced it, I was extremely happy because it contains 2 really, really, really exciting guys. And I want to say they're both entering their prime, right? And the first fighter is going to be Carlos Prates. The second one's going to be Ian Machado Garry fighting in that men's welterweight division. And I think you guys already know who I'm going to pick. Is he a fighting nerd? No, he is not a fighting nerd. But he's trained at Trutho Box. It's my guy, Ian Machado Garry, the future welterweight champion of the world. And Cariss's second favorite fighter in the world. Cariss, take it away with the stats
you are, aren't you?
for the last time.
I'm going to remember that tonight. I'll be there. Who's the favorite?
The favorite's definitely going to be Ian Machado Garry.
Are you sticking with that?
Fuck
you 100% on this
one?
Oh,
yeah, he's a favorite. That boy going to walk through this man.
Even though he's coming off a loss and Prates is coming off a win?
Did you not see the clinic he put on Shavkat? To let everybody the blueprint on how to beat Shavkat? Come on, man.
Still lost.
Come on, man.
Out of respect for you and out of respect for the UFC, considering they gave this guy a main event, I don't know how, somehow, some way, decided to give it to him. I'm going to say his stats a little bit.
Okay.
So we're going to start with him.
Let's hear it.
In the welterweight division, 170 pounds. You're going to have the challenger from Ireland, UFC's number 7th ranked welterweight in the world, Ian Ferry, is the favorite in this fight at negative 130. He is the favorite in this fight at negative 130. You were correct. He's 27 years old, stands at 6'3", and his fighting style is a striker. He's got 16 professional fights, 15 victories, 1 defeat. 9 UFC fights, 8 victories, and 1 defeat. Currently coming off of that decision defeat to Shavkat back in December of 2024. Well done, Shavkat. Woo. From Brazil. UFC's number 13th ranked welterweight in the world. Carlos, the Nightmare Prates, is the underdog in this fight at plus 110. He's 31 years old, stands at 6'1", and his fighting style is a striker. He's got 27 professional fights, 21 victories, 6 defeats, 16 wins by KO. Currently on an 11-fight win streak. Yeah, 11-fight win streak. Coming off the Dana White Contender Series Season 7, where he's got 4 UFC fights, coming off of a KO victory over Neil Magny.
Yeah, but that's
back in November of 2024. No excuses. No excuses. I don't pay attention to him. I don't know. I don't care what he did.
Okay, go.
What do you do?
Say you're fighting.
Well,
He beat Magny too.
He did beat Magny. I know. I know.
Beat him up real good.
But did he get a KO victory on Magny?
Your boy fought an older Magny. And obviously a more beaten up Magny because he had to go through Machado.
So you're saying that the Fighting Nerds is about to get a
first loss. But technically,
I think they're 18.
Technically,
18?
they do have a female that they don't count her record either. By the way,
of course not.
So and she has lost. She's lost.
That was a joke.
So
don't take it seriously. That was a joke.
I do think the Fighting Nerds are about to lose. Like that 19-0, 18-0, whatever fucking record they put out there. It's
either 16 or 18. One of those.
They will leave Kansas City with a 1 loss, and Machado's going to be the guy. Truth or box. I can't wait to see Charles Oliveira.
Is this going to the decision? Either way, right? Either way.
See, I don't know how Garry wants to go about it. If Garry wants to do it on the ground, because I know he's been working very heavily on the ground, he wants to go there. I think that's where the fight for me is going to get interesting, because I don't think a lot of people give Ian Garry a lot of credit for his ground game, and he's actually really fucking good.
Well, considering he's a body triangle on his last
If you
fight,
rewatch, like he's good. He's well based, I should say, on the ground.
Yes.
If it stays standing, I'm a little worried about the reach that goes into Prates' favor.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about like 4 inches or something he has on Ian Garry, but Ian has the height. So if he is able to control the distance with his legs and maybe pick him apart from the outside and then find right moments to shoot in and take him down, Ian Garry wins this fight. So
you're saying Ian's taking this to the ground?
I think so.
Pretty much.
I think so.
Okay. And it stays on the feet. Does Prates win this? Like if Prates
I think he'll touch up Garry, but I don't think he's going to be able to knock Garry out. I see
that being hard too.
I don't see Garry getting knocked the fuck out. Absolutely not. There's a first for everybody. But I could see Ian wobbling Prates on the feet. I could see that for sure. And it'll definitely be from a leg kick.
I see him standing, and then Ian feels something and is like, "Yeah, I'm going straight to the ground," and tries to take it down. And if he's able to take it down, he might be able to control Carlos the entire fight. And that's how it's going to get to the decision. You're going to see some good jiu-jitsu. Stays on the feet. Carlos is going to kind of piece him up a little bit, and then he's going to try to shoot a couple times. He's going to catch a knee and catch a foot, and then he's going to stay away.
You know what? I'm more excited to see the test, because now we're really about to test the Fighting Nerds to see how fucking good they are. And I think now's a great time, because you have Gene Silva, who's peaking, Prates obviously who's peaking, Cabral who's peaking, and who may actually get a fight with Hamzat. That fucking came out of the blue.
DDP's all of a sudden hurt out of nowhere.
Yeah. I also heard Sean O'Malley's hurt too.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though he was just training the other day with Izzy?
I heard Sean. There's a chance Sean may not fight against Marab. I heard that. I didn't want to bust that out there, but I heard something.
Is there a replacement being talked about?
No.
Oh.
But I heard that
35 Corey,
which I'm there for. Corey against Marab.
That'd be a good.
Sean gets the winner.
Yeah, that'd be a good exchange.
I'm there for it.
Why not?
Anyways, that's a side note. Let's focus on these two. But yeah, that's where I see it going. Right. And I just think, again, a lot of people don't give Ian Garry credit. So
You're not getting anything from me.
So I hope after he gets this dub that a lot of people look at him a lot differently, and leave his side shit out of it.
So you've always noticed that I haven't been negative on his skill set, right? I haven't talked bad about him as an actual fighter himself. I'm just saying that he's gonna lose because Carlos is better.
Right? I just can't wait for the day that you talk so much shit on Ian that he shows up to Tempe and he's like, "Where's Cariss?
Right here.
We're rolling.
Here.
We are rolling.
You're gonna body triangle me and then
we are rolling." Me. And that's the day. I'm gonna sit down, get my folding chair,
get my popcorn.
I'm gonna take out my phone and I'm gonna just this is what you get for talking shit. And then I'm gonna record it.
Hold on. I haven't talked too much shit. I just don't say anything. I'm just like I'm not giving you any shine, any light.
But then we'll have footage of him just.
I'm sorry, I do talk shit. Ian Ferry.
Acceptable. If Ian Garry was watching right now, what would you say? What would you say?
I don't know. If he was watching right now?
Well, he's watching right now. Ian Garry walked in right now. He says, "Cariss, meet me at the mats at 6 p.m. tonight." What are you gonna say?
I saw an Usman With that happened the other day, I'd be like, I'll see you there, but
I'll tell you right now.
I'll be on the mat for sure.
Cariss, I'll tell you right now.
I'm down.
We are recording right now. Right? We're recording. All of a sudden, Khabib walks through that fucking door.
What would you do?
And he says, Cameron,
what would you?
I am tired.
Yeah.
Talking all this shit. Meet me at the Max 6. You know what I'm going to say?
I'm there.
I'm going to look at that man. I'm going to look him up and down first off. One of these. Khabib, I will see you at 6 p.m. And then I'll go ahead and put it all on social media. Guys, I'm about to see fucking Khabib. Make sure you guys
make sure everybody's there.
I'm tagging Connor. Connor, I'm about to give him the best work. And then we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. You show up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, I'm showing up. So whether I get my ass beat or not, I don't give a fuck. I am showing up.
So they did that the other day to Kamaru Usman, where they had a bunch of strangers, random people, say it to a picture of Kamaru, and Kamaru standing behind it. And then they'd say it, and they'd do a face-off, and they were talking shit against Kamaru Usman, and all of a sudden Kamaru would walk around the corner. Every single person was, hey, man. Like, trying to give five, like, hey, how's it going? But it's true. Like, all of a sudden the true bitch comes out, and you really quick, and all of a sudden they walk through that door. I'd be like,
yeah, but see, like, I don't know, like, something like that, like, if I've been talking shit, and that means I generally I just don't like you. Yeah, I would have to man up and say it right to their face too.
You would right there.
Now,
you would.
Out of respect,
every single person.
Out of respect, will I shake their hand? I will shake their hand, but I'll still say the same. Still have the same feelings. It ain't gonna change because you're standing in front of me, right? Now, if it's Khabib and the whole crew, I may have to be smart about how I maneuver. I might say, hey, you know, yeah, I said what I said. Khabib will still do his face off, and I'll still meet you at 6 p.m. on the fucking mats. Can I also come to Dagestan for 3 years so I can get my wrestling better? Would you respect me a little bit more if I came and did that after you beat my ass?
A little bit.
I'd do that.
A little bit.
If he could pay for my trip.
3 years of your life living? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I live on the mountain with them boys.
That'd be tough, bro.
Fucking get all this grown out.
That'd be tough.
Probably have to shave the dreadlocks.
No, you would. You would.
That might be a problem. We'll see. But anyways, anything else on Garry against Prates?
No.
No,
we're good.
We're good there. Okay. So. There is actually one thing. It's big news a little bit, but the GFL. But it just came to my mind. The GFL had to cancel their card. It was supposed to be, both of them. I think, this past weekend.
Both of them.
Right? It was supposed to be this past weekend. It got canceled. Or coming up. Actually, it was coming up, not this past weekend. It was this upcoming weekend. It canceled.
They pushed it from a couple weeks ago to this week, and then it got canceled.
Yeah, so I fucking hell, dude. I don't know. I was really hoping it popped off.
A lot of fighters are upset because now they're not getting paid. They've been training for a little while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's not going to be any fights.
Yeah, it sucks.
And using Tony Ferguson as a good example, and Dylan Dennis got on and was like, wait, like, I'm training. You going to pay me, or are you guys just going to, like, all of a sudden be doing nothing?
That's the only fight I give a fuck about.
Ferguson and Dylan Dennis?
It's Dylan Dennis against Tony Ferguson. I want Tony Ferguson to win that fight.
Yeah. Submit him too.
You know what I really hope though? I'd really hope if the UFC just goes, you know what, guys? Hey, easy. The fans, you guys really want this fight? Okay, UFC fight night. Fight night. We'll do it at the Apex. Tony against Dylan Dennis. You get one fight, but you got to win. If you win, we'll give you a contract.
With one fight on.
With one fight. You win, and then you give them a fucking
every time you win,
fight.
Once you lose, you're out. You're done.
I would like that.
That'd be cool.
I would really like that.
Some guys would take that.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Anything else? No. Connor for president. You got his vote. Don't say it can't happen. We've seen a lot of weird shit with these presidential elections. A lot of.
We also said he's coming back to the UFC, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, well, you never know. Never say.
He also said he was going to go fight in bare knuckle boxing and fighting what's his face, the guy who he said was irrelevant. Who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. See, we don't even know his name. No, it wasn't.
Who is that guy?
I'm looking right at it, but I just can't say.
I know what he looks like.
I know. I know his name, but I'm just not saying it off the top of my head. Yeah. We're having a good one today.
Yeah. It's the
we're off today.
Easter,
I don't know what it is.
Man, oh man. It's all good though.
Ready to go train. I'll say that.
We are ready to go train and hit up 10P. Well, guys, look, not to keep blabbering on you guys, but look, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we greatly appreciate it. Keep liking, following, subscribing. We got a couple more interviews planned in the future.
Next week.
and we'll drop that info for you guys. Again, make sure you tune into the gram because we tag them all up. We put all their info out there, so make sure you guys tune in. We had some really good previous guests on, and we're gonna keep that train moving. Yep. So make sure you guys tune in. With that being said, the MMA game is out.
See you in Kansas City.